Hi, and welcome to Math Pre-Calculus 20, Section 3.3, Completing the Square, Example 2. Okay, so we've spent some time in class looking at completing the square. Now I want to do it a couple more times for you on here. Okay, so we want to convert this function, y equals 4x squared minus 28x minus 23, to vertex form. Okay, so to do that, that's where we complete the square. Okay, so that's the point of completing the square, is to convert to vertex form. Okay, so to do this, the first step we had was to group our first two terms. So we group those two. Next step, factor out that a. So the a value in this case is a 4. So x squared minus 7x. And then outside we still have minus 23. Okay, so then what we're going to do, to complete the square, we're going to add a term inside the brackets, so plus something, and then outside we're going to subtract that same thing. Okay, and the key here that we need to remember is in order to subtract the same thing, we're going to have to multiply this thing by 4 as well. Right? Since we have a 4 here that's going to get distributed to here, we need the 4 here to distribute to whatever number we put here. Okay, so now to do that, the process we looked at completing the square, we take our b term, or our middle term here, so the negative 7, we go negative 7 divided by 2. Well, in this case, that doesn't simplify at all. So then we square that, we have 49 over 4. So I'm going to add 49 over 4 here, and subtract the 4 times the 49 over 4 there. Okay, and then we just simplify, so we've got y equals 4, and the point of completing the square is for all of this here to turn into a perfect square, or a trinomial square, and it does, becomes x, and then we're looking for two numbers that add to give negative 7, multiply to give 49 over 4. If we can't think of them, remember, it's always this number here. Okay, so it's that number there, so it becomes x minus 7 over 2, all squared. And then over here, we just simplify this. So we had the 4 and the 4 there cancel, right? Because we had a 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom. So it becomes minus 49, take away 23, so minus 72. And that's completed. So we've now got it in vertex form. So we've converted from y equals 4x squared minus 28x minus 23 to y equals 4 bracket x minus 7 over 2 squared minus 72. So verify that the two forms are equivalent. That's what part B says to do. So there's a number of ways we could do it. Right? One way we could do it would be to expand vertex form. Okay, that's one way we could do that. Right? Another way we could do it would be to use the p equals negative b over 2a formula, and q equals c minus ap squared. Right? That should work as well. The way I did it, I graphed both of these to see if the graphs match. So on internet here, I graphed y equals 4x squared minus 28x minus 23, and I got this graph here. Right, so it has an x-intercept over here of, is about, what, I think this looks like 1 for every 2 ticks, so it's like 0.75 and a little more than 7. And then I also graphed y equals 4 bracket x minus 7 over 2 all squared minus 72. Right, and we get the exact same graphs. We have an x-intercept there of almost negative 1 between positive 7 positive 8. Right, so looking at those two graphs, right, they're definitely the same thing. So that is a great way to verify it, but we have the other ways we can verify it as well. Right, so that is completing the square and then being able to verify.